What happens when the Focker family chaos returns, but this time Greg is the father-in-law? After 26 years since Meet the Parents made us laugh with awkward family moments, the madness is back with Focker-in-Law 2026. And trust me, things are even more hilarious this time. But here's the twist. The same Greg Focker who once struggled to impress his strict father-in-law is now facing the exact same situation with his own son's fiancée. And let's just say, karma has a great sense of humor. The story of Focker-in-Law picks up years after the events of Meet the Parents, but this time with a complete role reversal. Greg Focker, played by Ben Stiller, is no longer the nervous outsider. He is now a father dealing with his own son's relationship. His son Henry, played by Skylar Gisondo, decides to marry Olivia Jones, a confident and strong-willed woman rolled by Ariana Grande. From the moment Olivia enters the family, Greg feels something isn't right. He becomes suspicious of her intentions and struggles to accept her as the right partner for his son. However, things take an unexpected turn when Jack Byrnes, played by Robert De Niro, who once made Greg's life miserable with his strict and investigative nature, surprisingly trusts and admires Olivia. This creates tension within the family, as Greg finds himself in the same uncomfortable position he once faced, but now from the opposite side. As the story unfolds, the family goes through a series of awkward, funny, and emotional situations, including a classic lie detector test scene that brings back the franchise's signature humor. Olivia confidently handles every challenge, even questioning Greg's abilities as a father, which adds more friction between them. Meanwhile, Pam, played by Terry Polo, tries to keep peace in the family, while Dina and Kevin add warmth and comic relief to the unfolding chaos. At its core, the film is about trust, acceptance, and how relationships evolve across generations. It shows how Greg must confront his own insecurities and learn to let go, just as Jack once had to with him. Blending comedy with emotional moments, the story delivers a full-circle journey where past experiences come back in unexpected ways, making it both nostalgic and refreshingly new. What makes Focker-in-Law movie stand out isn't just that it's another sequel, it's how cleverly it flips the entire formula that made Meet the Parents iconic. First, the biggest highlight is the role reversal. Back then, Greg, played by Ben Stiller, was the nervous outsider trying to impress Jack. Now he is the protective father doubting his son's partner. That shift adds a fresh layer of comedy because Greg is basically becoming the same kind of person he once struggled with, and that irony drives the film. Another standout element is the unexpected dynamic with Jack Byrnes. Robert De Niro's character, who once suspected everyone, surprisingly trusts Olivia more than Greg ever got trusted. This creates a new kind of tension, not fear, but jealousy and insecurity from Greg, which feels more relatable and modern. Then comes the new energy brought by Olivia, played by Ariana Grande. Unlike previous outsider characters, she's confident, intelligent, and doesn't get intimidated. Instead of being the awkward one, she challenges the family, especially Greg, which flips the humor in a refreshing way. One of the funniest scenes is the classic lie detector test, something fans of the franchise will instantly recognize. But this time, Olivia handles it with confidence, even questioning Greg's abilities as a father. That moment hits both comedy and emotion perfectly. We also see returning characters like Terry Polo as Pam, Blythe Danner as Dina, and Owen Wilson as Kevin, adding nostalgia and humor to the story. And honestly, Ariana Grande brings a fresh energy to the film. Her character is smart, bold, and unpredictable, making her a perfect addition to the Focker universe. The film also stands out because of its blend of nostalgia and evolution. You still get classic elements like the lie detector test and awkward family dinners, but the story now explores themes like parenting, generational differences, and trust, making it more than just a comedy. Finally, it works because of the returning cast chemistry. Terry Polo, Owen Wilson, and Blythe Danner bring back that familiar feel, while the new cast adds freshness. In short, Focker-in-Law stands out because it doesn't just repeat the old joke, it evolves it. It turns the original conflict on its head and shows how time changes people, sometimes in the most hilarious ways. Focker-in-Law film is not just a comedy, it's a full-circle moment for fans of the franchise. It mixes nostalgia with a fresh storyline and shows how roles change over time, especially in families. The humor is classic, the performances are strong, and the emotional angle adds depth to the story. If you loved the original films, this one will definitely make you laugh and maybe even relate a little more than before. So, if you enjoy family comedies filled with awkward situations, emotional moments, and lots of laughter, this movie is a must-watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CheezeDrama for more upcoming movie updates and reviews.